Coming up on We Want to Believe.
Unfortunately, while we were there, the O'Keefe Ranch was put on evacuation notice.
Let's call it. Broke out the spirit box, but it was getting gross. The air stunk. We just decided to call it. We'd run out of time. Historic O'Keefe Ranch is one of the oldest ranches in Canada, and if you're to believe the stories, there's more roaming the range than cattle. The ranch was founded in 1867 by Cornelius O'Keefe, who was lured to the Okanagan region of British Columbia, Canada, in 1862, after hearing about the discovery of gold in the area. Unsuccessful in that venture, he helped construct a roadway and a couple of small villages before meeting Thomas Wood, and the two men formed a partnership herding cattle. This eventually led to the construction of the ranch, which Cornelius formed along with his son, Tierney. During its heyday, O'Keefe Ranch reached about 12,000 acres and was home to cattle and sheep, as well as the production of wheat. Today, O'Keefe Ranch is operated by the O'Keefe Ranch and Interior Heritage Society, a nonprofit group and also a registered charity. The ranch is open to the public each year, from about May until October, and offers public programming and events, including ghost tours and a Halloween attraction. Each year, between 2,000 and 3,000 elementary school children visit the ranch for educational programs, including tours of the O'Keefe Mansion, Balmoral Schoolhouse, and General Store. Many of the original buildings, including a church, blacksmith shop, store, and the O'Keefe Mansion, remain standing and open to visitors. As alluded to, stories the ranch is haunted are widespread. The spirit of one of the O'Keefe children, Faber, who died at a young age, is rumored to prowl the mansion and other buildings on the property. There's even a picture of his alleged ghost lurking at the top of the main manor staircase. The manor itself has been home to a hub of activity, with allegations of doors opening on their own and the smell of cigar smoke wafting from the parlor, even when no one has been inside the building, let alone smoking. And a ghostly woman in white has been seen in one of the remaining buildings, not to mention strange goings-on in the church. The stories have drawn paranormal investigators from across North America, including lead investigator Peter Renn. Now, he's going back, and he's bringing We Want to Believe along to see what kind of luck we have in capturing paranormal activity at the ranch. I'd like to thank you for watching We Want to Believe and ask that if you enjoy our show, please subscribe to our channel right now, like this video, and click on the bell so you can be notified each time a new video goes up. Now back to the show. Why O'Keefe Ranch? Well, it's a historic location in the interior of British Columbia, popular tourist spot, plus has a long history of hauntings on a few of the buildings on the location. Peter had investigated there with a previous team, so we figured it was time that as We Want to Believe that we should go there, introduce ourselves, get the lay of the land, plus carry on an investigation. We were building a relationship to do a Halloween fundraiser for O'Keefe, and we felt this was a good way to kind of get in the door and get the lay of the land and build a good rapport with the staff before we do the fundraiser. There are a number of stories attached to several of the buildings, including the main manor house where Faber, a young boy in the O'Keefe family, had died, and his spirit has been seen there. It's also said to roam the ranch itself, plus Shubert House, where a woman in white has been spotted on several occasions. We had planned for a 4-hour investigation on our first visit. The problem was there were several wildfires burning in the area, and they had ravaged the main road going through. It opened that morning, so we figured we should go and get the investigation done. However, when we got to O'Keefe, we learned that the fire was growing ever closer, which we could tell because the sky had kind of gone this gross orange color and there's a little bit of ash falling from the sky. We were told that we'd probably only have a couple hours to be there before the whole area was going to be evacuated once again.
It was kind of a bit pants really, because we you know, we were building ourselves up and, you know, getting everything charged up, thinking that we were going to have a good crack of the whip. And we played cautiously all the way down there. And lo and behold, once we got there, the fire marshal was outside in his truck and he was literally driving away, and they said we had 2 hours. So it was a frantic runaround trying to just get a kind of a navigation of the place.
I'm most familiar with like the church, the main building, but we can walk through and just take a look at whatever you guys are interested in.
And then whatever time we have to spend in the time we got, we'll just make the most of what we can, and then come back later when we've done it. Do some more, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was. My thought is.
We got our gear, rolled cameras, and decided to kind of at least do a walkabout. We moved very quickly, you know, Sonny, who was our guide that day, checking out the church and the cemetery, you know, doing some temperature readings with thermal cameras, etc., just to see what would happen. We moved into the main manor area where the ghost of Faber had been seen.
Why don't if we could do something upstairs where the boy was supposed to have died, I think that we'll get the most bang for our buck there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
The store was kind of quite interesting, just because there were several, you know, not from a paranormal standpoint, but there was like goods from the 1800s, 1900s. There, it felt very much like stepping back in time. And Sarah, who loves sort of old movies, found a sheet on how to flirt with a fan. You know, how women use fans and blow. There's apparently several different ways you can flirt with a man using the fan, and she kind of laid those out for us, which we thought was kind of interesting.
I did not know that there was like a flirting language with fans. Like women use with their fans, like different ways of flirting. And so now when I rewatch all like my favorite period movies, I'm gonna definitely be looking for that. Be like, what is she doing? Because I didn't notice that. I didn't even know that there was a language just with their fans. That's
like, what do
cool.
certain things mean? Like, what?
If you're fanning fast, I am independent. Fan with right hand in front of face. Come on. I guess like this. Left hand in front of face. Leave me. Open and shut. Kiss me. Fan open wide. Love. Fan half open is friendship. Shut, dislike, and fan swinging, will you see me home?
Wow. That's complex.
It's like flagging, but in Victorian ages.
Semaphore or whatever, yeah.
That's so cool.
We continued on to the next building, which was called simply the Log House. And this was where the first curious event happened. Michael Paul Wright was filming Peter as he was using his thermal camera, which was attached to Peter's phone. And then a call came up on the display on Peter's phone saying it was Michael Paul Wright calling him. So if there's anyone in the room where no one's allowed to be.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult because there's glass with it thermal. Oh, that's me, look. Oh.
That's creepy.
Yes, British ghosts are the scariest.
Yes, they are.
That's weird. Why are you calling me?
Oh.
What the heck?
Weird.
I thought there was glass here, and I was like,
Just pocket dog.
How random is that?
What's that?
How random is that?
That's really random.
The phone just
We don't
died.
even talk to each other on Facebook, do we?
No, it's just called. Weird.
On its own? Like just...
Just now, yeah, he just showed me that I was calling him, and then my phone pocket dialed him.
That's weird.
Yeah, because it wasn't even...
Open or unlocked?
Well, I mean, not really, no. I
But
always
why
close
would
it
it
like that.
Why would it come to me? Like, just me specifically?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, no, it is.
The thing is, Michael Paul Wright's phone was in his pocket and it was locked, and both of his hands were actually on the camera. So there was no way he could have called Peter. It couldn't have even been a pocket dial. So then we ended up going back to the manor. We decided that we were going to do an EVP Spirit Box session. Contact Faber. We had Cheryl Lee, who would become our guide later on another visit, who kind of relayed Faber's story to us and showed us a picture that had actually been taken of Faber on the staircase.
the wallpaper is like so cool.
We gotta go up to that doll room, Peter. See if we can
Do you
find
like
it.
dolls? Is that...
No, but that's where the, ghost of the dead boy is supposed to be.
Oh no, I just thought you were going to come out with something. just saying that there's a picture of circulation of a young child at the top of the stairs there, with their head peering around the side of the banisters there.
On those banisters?
Yeah. Kind of questioning the authenticity of it though.
This is the crappy quality of it, but that's it there.
Oh, wow. So you can see I'm just in the corner. Yeah. Interesting. Check that out, Sarah.
But yeah, you can definitely see the figure there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He died of spinal meningitis.
Okay. And I think he's the one that's supposed to haunt upstairs here.
Oh, that wouldn't be surprising.
So we went upstairs. By that time, Russell had arrived, which we all felt bad for him because he'd traveled 4 hours thinking he'd get a full-on investigation, but we were out, very soon after this. The clock was literally ticking the whole time we were there. We did our EVP session upstairs near Faber's room.
Okay, yeah, we've got, sorry guys, Russell.
There, Russell.
He sounds funny. It sounds funny. He's got a Canadian British accent going.
They kind of do sometimes.
Yeah, I know. So, let's go upstairs and we can start the spirit box session upstairs. Just give the rest of it. Right.
Sorry, I didn't bring your shot.
Fine.
What was the boy's name?
Faber.
What session?
Where is your mother and your father? Are you scared? License flicker?
I saw something. Just very quick.
License
Did
flicker?
you guys see that? Like lights flicker at all? Marcus?
I thought I saw a license flicker.
A little bit?
Yeah.
I thought it was very quick. Like it was
Yeah, it
quick.
was like
Lights.
license
really
flicker.
quick.
I mean, that's obviously
Could be anything.
it is, but I'm just saying, like, when it's outside or something.
We were unable really to get anything, which is too bad. So we left and decided to do a quick EVP session at Shubert House. And by now the sky had kind of gone from orange to, the only way I could describe it is like a puke yellow. It was gross and larger chunks of ash were falling. At this point we had 36 minutes left. Like the clock was ticking down so fast. We did a quick EVP session at Shubert House, but didn't have any luck there. I think just, being in a hurry, dealing with kind of this stressful situation that was encroaching upon us. We were doing our best to be professional, but it was just hard to really get much of anything done. We didn't even, we got here and they told us you got 2 hours. Kicking everyone out.
Great.
Yeah, it's like, ooh. No, I think they just get really rude. Right? Did this take a run? Yeah.
If there's anyone here, can you please step forward and give us your name? My name's Peter. What's your name?
Try upstairs, maybe? Thinking. Maximizing time.
Why don't we go up by the cemetery?
Yeah, why don't we do that? That's a good idea.
May actually want to check this
This is that log one.
Oh, neat.
It's kind of an era as well.
Yeah. Old school. That's wild. So, we went back to the cemetery with 11 minutes to spare. 11 minutes! Let's see what we can do in 11 minutes!
Is there anyone here from the O'Keefe family?
Elizabeth, are you here?
What is your name? Do we have a John or a Mary here? Do we have Faber, Elizabeth, John or Mary? Or Margaret?
The ash is getting way worse.
What's that?
The ash is more like snowflake size now. Yeah, let's call it.
Broke out the spirit box, but it was getting gross. The air stunk. We just decided to call it. We had, we'd run out of time. Literally.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful day.
You as well, thank you.
Driving home, it was almost dark out. The visibility was so poor. We were told not to stop on the way home, just to punch on through. So I think I broke a new land speed record getting back to Kamloops from O'Keefe Ranch because of the fires. But we vowed to return, and return we did about 2 to 3 weeks later, once the fire situation had calmed down.